begin to talk about everything.
Okay. Okay.
Hola. Él es Juan Marte, de Bonifacio Barrio, y él... Hombre. Hi everyone.
I mean.
All right. Pablo, I'm going to introduce this audience, what I'm going to do in Spanish, and after that we're going to talk, right? No te oigo. Tenemos eco o algo. Bueno, yo voy a empezar, luego ya seguimos, ¿vale?
Venga.
Vale. Y muchas gracias a todos por venir, a la organización por invitarnos a este experimento. Siempre todo lo que hacemos es bastante experimental, no sabemos qué va a pasar, así que gracias por apuntaros a esta locura. Y lo que vamos a hacer, nosotros somos el Photobook Club Madrid, que es una, digamos, es una especie de sede dentro de una cosa que se llama el Photobook Club, que lo que queremos contaros es que es una especie de red internacional. No es una red en el sentido de que funcionemos todos a una vez, sino que cada uno hace lo que le parece en su ciudad. Matt Johnston, que es uno de los que está aquí en la pantalla compartida, es el que se inventó esta historia. Es profesor en la Universidad de Coventry, en la clase de fotografía, a sus alumnos, y tiene una biblioteca bastante estupenda, y entonces se dio cuenta de que esa biblioteca había que explotarla, y una de las formas que se inventó pues, es hacer reuniones con libros. Aquí a mi lado está Juan Marte, que también forma parte del club desde hace unos meses, y nos va a contar más cosas.
Hola. Bueno, la principal actividad del club es difundir la cultura fotográfica siempre que sea expresada en forma de libro. Y de libro concretamente en papel. No nos vale libro electrónico, sino que la condición es que sea en papel. En ese sentido organizamos charlas, organizamos debates, presentaciones, concursos de maquetas, y siempre intentando que sea lo más abierto posible y lo más colaborativo. No queremos hacer el típico discurso desde una plataforma, sino que todo el mundo está siempre invitado a traer sus propios libros, a discutir y a hablar de los temas que a la gente le interesan.
Bueno, habíamos pensado para hacer la actividad, bueno, otra cosa que quería decir, aparte que dice la pantalla que somos todos tíos, pero no es la realidad tampoco. Hay mucha gente organizando. En muchas ciudades habrá unos 50 clubes alrededor del mundo, y algunos están organizados por hombres, otros por mujeres, otros por hombres y mujeres. En nuestro caso no hay hombres, pero el caso es que bueno, el público que asiste es muy heterogéneo y es bastante mezclado. Así que bueno, al hilo de eso, intento contactar con mujeres, pero están todas ocupadas. Quiere decir que los que están aquí son unos ociosos. Solo me entiende Pablo. Pablo no sé cómo está aquí porque se supone que está trabajando, pero ha llegado por otro, ¿no? Más o menos.
Yo, ¿está hablando? ¿Yo puedo hablar ahora?
Sí, como quieras.
¿Cómo funciona esto?
Ah, sí.
I think it's better if I speak English
Alright.
so Matt and Dan can understand everything. It's nicer for everybody. Well, I am a Spaniard, but I live in Paris. Yes, I agree with you that this is not, we are just men today, but usually it's not just men. We are for example, in Paris, I would say 60% of the people participated on the Paris Photobook Club are women, and I am just half of the organizers, and I am a man sometimes. And there is also Emily, which is a girl, and she's a woman, and she cannot do it today. I was supposed to work today, but I didn't. At the end, I am free, so I'm happy to join you. I don't know if this is what you want me to say, but that's all I can say at the moment.
Here we have some people that is also participating in our Madrid club, but there's also people that is coming in Madrid right now because of Fiebre, and they are publishers, and they are here, well, publishers and photographers, and they are here for the book market, but I invited them to talk, so they are in the audience. You cannot, well, You can say hi.
¡Hombre! ¡Gustavo! ¡Mr. Fuego!
Gustavo and Ana, please come here. We prepare some questions for you to answer. They are very simple questions. They are going to answer them. You can talk with them as you want. So, yeah, the questions are, what's your name?
No, you have questions for us? No.
Yes,
There's a lot of questions. My name is Gustavo Alemán, and I'm coming from Murcia, a city on the southeast of Spain, and I'm one of the creators of the Photobook Club Murcia. And also I'm a photographer and editor.
you can ask them if you want to.
Yeah. One second. I don't know for Daniel, for Dan and for Matt, but for me it's difficult to understand the whole conversation.
Why?
Sometimes it's kind of jumpy, I would say. I don't know how you say it in English, but yeah. In spite of the beautiful Spanish accent. In spite of that, I can't say it because I'm also Spanish, but there is some connections that sometimes I don't understand all the words. I'm sorry, so you need to speak very slow, I guess.
All right.
I am Gustavo Alemán. I come from Murcia, a city in the southeast of Spain, and I am one of the coordinators of the Photobook Club Murcia, and I'm here to say hi.
And you, who are you?
Hello, I am Ana Zaragoza. I am from Madrid, and I am the publisher of Caravan Book.
Are you organized in a club or are you participating?
No, I started participating in Photobook Club Madrid. I think that was the way I started to know more about photobooks and me abrió la ventana a los fotolibros. ¿Alguien me puede traducir?
Can you give me a plastic here? Because the microphone is for the room, but well, anyway. Next question is: are you a photographer, a collector? Someone come here. Anyone? Yes. Oh, Charo, please. No, like here. David? Are you a photographer, a collector, a reader?
I am a photographer, and I live in Reykjavik, and I am one of the drivers of the Photobook Club in Reykjavik, actually. I'm Spanish, I'm from Galicia, from the northwestern corner of Spain. I am speaking too fast.
I don't know.
Or, can you understand me?
Pablo?
Is it right?
Daniel?
Yes.
Alright.
Are you still alive?
This is a very funny hangout. We're just understanding like echoes, like
There are more questions? Or?
There's a question for Daniel, which is beginning starting a new club in Bahrain. And it's not the first club you start because you were before in Casablanca, in Morocco. And do you have any expectations about this new photo club? So which are your expectations on creating a club like this?
Sure. Well, it's very different to the club in Casablanca. In Casablanca, there were lots of people but no books. So that was a challenge. And in Bahrain, I'm really surprised. There's a small group of people that I found who have some great books and who are happy to share those, but they've never thought about sharing books before. So I've met, Bahrain's a strange place. Half the population is Bahraini, and half the population is from lots of different countries. And so there's someone from India, someone from Lebanon, someone from France, someone from Bahrain. Quite a lot from Bahrain is a group of people. And so there's books from all over the world, by people who never thought about sharing books before. They always bought photo books for themselves. And so it's quite exciting. We've had one meeting, and the next meeting in January is going to be at a bookmaker. There's an artist who makes artist books rather than photo books here. And he's going to host it at his studio, where he has a really good collection. He says we must all wear gloves. And it's going to be interesting. You know, it's going to be interesting. And the club in Casablanca, now that I've left, they're still keen, but there's not the same motivation. They will meet again, I am sure. It's just going to take a bit of time, I think, because there was a lot of drive that came from me there. They will meet soon. They have books now. They have a reason to meet. I just need to maybe push them a little, and I'm sure they'll start meeting again. That was lovely, Matt. That was lovely. But going back to a question before, it's interesting that in Bahrain, if we talk about the difference between male and female, it was mainly male. Sorry, in Casablanca it was. In Bahrain, 50-50% split. I mean, there's, I don't know, that fits in with some of the conversation you were having in Spanish.
Mm-hmm. I have a question for Dan, and I think it's very interesting because we have many photo book clubs in Europe, some in America, some in Australia and New Zealand. But do you have different books? I mean, do they have Bahrain? It's an Islamic country. The kind of books you find out on the collection people have are more Western books. You have 50-50 or
it's strange. The met what happened in the country maybe 6 weeks ago, 7 weeks ago, and the books that the people have that I've met are mainly Western books because that's what they've got. Equally, I know there's some really interesting books from Iran, but the relations between Iran and Bahrain, you couldn't get worse. I mean, they are countries that are really at odds with each other. Okay, so we're not going to be getting any books from there. Even though it's like a hunt over the sea. So here, no. I mean, there's not many books by people from the region, and part of that is access. It's the same in Morocco. There's nowhere here where you can buy books. The people who have books here, they have them posted in from Europe or America. That's the access to books. Saying that, they're obsessed as anyone anywhere, and once they hear about a book, they want the first edition. And there was a big conversation at the last book club with some people who hadn't really bought photo books before, but came to the book club and said, "Well, why does it matter?" And it was really refreshing to have that conversation and say, "Well, yeah, it doesn't. You're there for the photography." And then there was a split, between the guys who would say, "Well, I've got a first edition of The Decisive Moment," and the other people saying, "Well, I can look at the photos on the Magnum website. What's the difference?" And that was a really healthy discussion, and good to have, because often when maybe it's different, but I imagine that a lot of the book clubs elsewhere in the world, there's a lot about the covetousness of the object. The book must be pristine and all of this. It's really nice. The thing in Morocco and also here that I like is, for a lot of people, it's about the photography, not about the value of the book. And that's when you go to so many photo festivals, and when you live like I do through the online world of photo books, it's good to remember it's about the photography, not necessarily about the value of the book.
And last question, because we are running on our time. For Matt, you have the last 5 minutes to close. Is there any purpose on making a photo book club, and which is the purpose of it. Do you think there is any?
Sorry, Glenn.
I will repeat it. Alright. Do you think, I think you should do you think there is, in your opinion, any purpose of making a club like this?
Okay, well, for me it's to increase access.
But?
Yeah, I think for me there's a.
Pablo?
Yes, I think, in my opinion, photo book clubs are a way for people to get started on the photo book world for everybody. I can see, for example, in Paris, when we started, people who gather at our first reunions, they're still coming. Some of them, they stopped coming, but most of them, they have organized other things. For example, I have two good examples. Encuentro, maybe you all know her.
No.
When she started to come, I think it was right. She was the cry out of the void. She was waiting for years. She was longing for someone doing that. We excused for her to gather with other people in the same situation. And also we gave her, or the club gave her the ideas and the basis for them jumping and doing something else on her own. And I think it was the same for everyone, for most of the people. I also think of that David Patti, who now is making many exhibitions, and we also publish him. Or I'm thinking of, I don't know, many others that when they came, they didn't have the idea of doing anything afterwards, but now they are all making books, making fanzines, thinking of opening things on their own. So it was just more like a starting point. I don't know if that makes sense for all the photo book clubs, but in Paris, which is a city rich on clubs, we couldn't make people learn about photo books. I mean, we learned a lot, but what we really did was creating some kind of energy that people then they saw it was easy. It was easier than what they thought to do things, and I think that's the whole point of the photo book club for everybody. Also for us, for me, for example, this 3 years experience. It's been like a master on photo book clubs, on edition, on photography. I have learned so much in 3 years for free. Than if I was, no, I mean, this is important, you know. And in a very good way, and I don't know, I think it's quite weird because the people, for example, now we have, we're on the third year.
Son las 2:30 y tenemos que ir desalojando el centro. A las 3 tiene que estar cerrado, las cajas recogidas y todos fuera. Muchísimas gracias a todos los participantes. Ha sido un placer compartir estos días con todos vosotros, con mucha intensidad. Desde el festival estamos muy contentos y os esperamos el año que viene una vez más. Gracias.
This is Miren, the big sister, talking to us.
Female version of the big brother, exactly. Matt, I think it's your turn. Say something, please.
I suppose for me it's down to, first of all, trying to extend conversations around the photo book. They tend to happen in particular spaces, and to try and encourage more people to be involved with the photo book club that I run here in Coventry. Next time we're going to have dance students and theatre students attending the book club to bring new perspectives on the sort of rhythm and the flow of the book. I think that's really important. I think it's really important to dissect what's actually going on at the moment. There's so much celebration. And there are some great books being produced, but we also have to be thinking about what is the intent of these works. And I think the photo book clubs are a great place to unpick why are we making these books, what is the purpose, and are we talking to people that we need to be talking to, or are we just talking to each other? So I think it's also a space of sort of celebration, but also really critical thinking about the photo book.
agree with you. I think it's the best place because we owe nothing to no one. We are not part of the whole atmosphere around contemporary photography, whatever. I am in Paris, guys, so I know what I'm talking about. And we have this fresh place where people can open up and say whatever they think about. But on the other hand, I think it's also a good place, and you gave me a good idea to bring people who are not interested at all on photo books, and to bring them this is art students or dance students. This is a very interesting thing to them.
Someone in the no vayáis. ¿Alguno quiere hacer una pregunta? I asking them if they have any question for you, but they are leaving because we didn't have them. So I think we can speak until someone takes us out.
Kick us out.
This is my new.
Just while the queue of this, you've got yours, so you've got other camera. I thought this is quite important for how the book club works, and maybe if anyone's interested in doing it. I think everyone here would probably agree that we don't position ourselves as an authority on the book. And so as soon as you position yourself as a learner, and you're just asking questions, you're trying to find things out with people, I think that's what makes these communities work. It never feels, at least none of the events that I've ever been to, and I've been to quite a few now, none of them ever feel as though someone is trying to teach people how to read the photo book and what to think about the photo book. Everyone is a learner. It just happens that one person or two people or three people facilitate that experience. I think that's really important.
I agree.
Okay, thank you everyone. We have to cut here. Well, it's very interesting to talk with you this way. It's not live, but in the other occasion we try to do it. And someone wants to say something? No? Okay, for us? Anyone? Okay. Thanks everyone. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye. Corto pero intenso. Muy bien. Bye.
Muchas gracias a todos.
Y si hay alguien que no está en nuestro mailing list y quiere recibir información.
Sí, a ver, yo quería preguntar, porque en realidad...
Sí, pregunta.
Ya, pero no era tanto para ellos como las otras. ¿Dónde está?
Sí.
¿Dónde están? El que estaba más a la izquierda está en Madrid, en los Emiratos Árabes. El otro está en Coventry. El siguiente está en París.
Este jueves
Esos son
tenemos
los
una
bastante.
mandaremos el
Hasta luego, chicos.
Chao.